the call. I hope you guys are good. It's nice to see you guys again. As usual, how do we start our meetings? We always start with what? We always start with God. So we're gonna have to pray a bit and then we'll go into the meeting. Today's meeting is not going to be so long. It's going to be very not short also, but very detailed, documented, and full of advice and full of a lot of information. Okay. So in Jesus' name, Lord, we thank you for this meeting. We pray, Lord, that everybody here um, will be informed properly and they'll be able to know if Russia is for them. In Jesus' mighty name, we have prayed. Amen. All right, so welcome back again to our meeting. The last meeting, it got a lot of good feedbacks. So many people reached out and they were able to thank us for the way we handled the meeting, our comebacks, and all of that. The truth is that we actually were gone for a while. And that was because we were trying to fix a lot of things, which most of you that's already joined us or are already partaking in our programs, you guys were able to figure that out with the way we actually approached most of you guys. So thank you for always coming on board, and thank you for always putting your trust in us. And I know that by God's grace, God and on here will not fail you in Jesus' name. All right. So basically, here, guys, we're going to be introducing a surprise to you guys in the middle of the meeting. We have one of our clients all the way from Nigeria. He got his visa. That was, I think, about some months ago. And about a month ago, I think 1 month. And he is here in Russia with us. So I'm going to introduce him into the call. He's also going to tell us his experience, how it went for him, and the little advice that he can also give to you guys. It's going to be very short, but very full of information. So you guys should stay till the end of this meeting, all right? So first, we're going to be talking about 3 things today, and I'm going to take it step by step. There are 3 very important things that I think that everybody here should be informed about. Before you take your jackpot journey seriously, you need to ask yourself these questions, okay? I'm coming. All right. So you need to ask yourself these questions constantly. The truth is that many people actually don't ask themselves questions, okay? They will just take the process as if they are just trying to apply to one African country near them, that if they get there, they can easily run back home at the end of the day. At the end of the day, Russia is not like you cannot go back home from Russia still, but Russia is still a country that is far from your father's land. So before you make sure that you are here, you should have made your preparations and your research in a very proper way, okay? And you should have been able to ask some questions and you should have gotten some answers, all right? So the first question is Russia still a good option for international students in 2026? Is Russia still a good option for international students in 2026? That is a very, very big question that many people, coming guys, that I see many people asking us in 2026. So I want to connect my charger to charge my iPad. All right, so we're going to be discussing that option, and I'm going to be discussing this based on my own personal experience, guys, okay? Because of the fact that when it comes to if something is a good option or not, it has to come from the point where somebody that actually have experienced that place or that country or that is in that country is actually it should come from the point where he's able to give his own experience, okay? Not just from random thoughts or from Googling on the internet and all of that, okay? So it should come from the okay, I see why it is actually doing like this. Okay. It should come from my experience and all of that, all right? So, number 1, why is Russia actually still a good option in 2026? Before we ask or answer that question, I would like to tell you guys that for me, I personally believe Russia is still a very good option for international students in 2026. And here is why, or here are my reasons, okay? And I'm not here to cajole anybody because at the end of the day, it is your choice to make. But one thing I'm going to say is that Russia is still a very good option for international students in 2026. And if you're somebody that is actually looking into the Russia route or you are looking the Russian way, I will tell you that you are actually still in the right or on the right path. maybe in 2027, maybe in 2028, Russia will stop being good to international students. When that time comes, we are also going to talk about it that see, oh, Russia is not nice again or something like that. But for now, Russia is still very, very much good and okay. In fact, we still have active students arriving. We still have about my city now. This is Din just came. We still have about 2 people that will be coming very soon. We have more people coming, and we've gotten a lot of people. In fact, we've gotten almost like in just this month, almost about 50, 30 to 50 people arrived just to this city alone. Because I said 30 to 50 because some also went to the neighboring cities like Chelyabinsk and Tyumen. So people are coming in actively every day. People are actively coming to the country, and we are seeing this experience and we are using it to judge how we are able to move on and give you guys information. All right, so the first thing is affordability, guys. Affordability and cost of living compared to other countries. Guys, let's be very honest with ourselves. When it comes to affordability, I can tell you guys for a fact that Russia is actually one of the most affordable countries in the world. I'm not even going to lie to you. I'm putting it to you guys. All right. So, and why did I say that? It's because when I compared Russia to other countries, coming guys, I ordered something, so I'm trying to see if it's already here. Okay. So when I compared Russia to other countries, I was able to understand that we are actually enjoying here whether we are in this Russia, to be very honest with you, because I have a friend that is in Canada. He's constantly reaching out to me, bro. See, Canada no good. Canada is this. The expenses is this. This one is that. And to be very honest with you guys, for somebody to actually reach out to you and clamor like that, complain like that, it shows that something is definitely wrong. And he's not the only one. The thing is that over the years, what I used to do personally? What I do is that I would go to websites, I would go to blogs on Instagram, and I would check. Sometimes I can even research hashtags, and I would just check out things like UK. I'll check things like USA, Australia, Canada, these places. And I used to see a lot of people clamoring, Omo, we are living under the bridge. We are not living good. The LD system is not good here. It's not comfortable for me. My family at home, they don't understand this fact. I'm not living well. I left home to feed home, but now it is actually the other way around. It's as if I left home and now home is feeding me. All right. And these are some of the things that actually I've seen people complain bitterly about. Even right now, with the fact that USA, I don't know if you guys are informed about it, that January 1 this year, they stopped taking, I think, some student visas for some countries. They stopped giving visas to some students from some certain countries. So most people are already considering other routes. So many people used to think that, oh, this USA, this UK, this Canada, this Australia, they are the only paths to success for them. That's the only place I can go and succeed. That's the only place that I can, get maybe better connections, or I can do something better for myself. But do you know what I noticed about this also while doing my research? When I did my research further, because I'm a person that I really love doing research a lot. I love to check out things. I like to understand what is the meaning and what is the psychology behind something. Russia has been, before I came to Russia, that was about 5 years ago. Not a lot of people wanted to come to Russia, like not a lot of people. And after I came to Russia, for those 6 years, 6 years ago, rather, sorry guys, 6 years ago, for those 6 years, I saw it is not even, I don't even know how to explain. Is it an exponential growth or I don't even understand. But this growth increased, like it jumped. Everybody now desires Russia. And then, at first, I was so confident that I was part of the people that pioneered this because, when we came, many people didn't understand the opportunities behind the language program, with which I started to give out this information. I was telling people about this language program. I was telling them that, what, I didn't even start it out as an agency. I started out as somebody that was just giving out, information to people for free. And I was telling them, you can come to Russia. People are like, Russia, what? Why I go Russia? Waiting I define for Russia. Are they rushing me? Am I this? Am I that? Russia that is cold. Russia that they are fighting. Russia that is this. Russia that is racist, And I noticed that mentality over the years have started to subdue. People are no longer thinking this way. People are no longer thinking that Russia is a racist country. People are no longer thinking about other things. But there are still some things that people are very worried about. And that is why I was talking about this affordability and cost of living. See, guys, the first thing you should know about something or about a country is that ask yourself a question. This country I am going to, can I survive there? many people used to think survival is about I'm in Nigeria or I'm in Africa. If I can live in Africa, I can live anywhere in the world. If I'm in Ghana, I can. I actually also support that notion that if you are an African man, you are thick-blooded, you are tough-skinned. But the truth is that everybody's adaptability to a certain condition or a certain place or a certain city is actually different. Guys, we are talking about why Russia is still a good option for international students in 2026. So guys, when you are actually making your decisions, I want you to ask yourself the question, why Russia? Is Russia actually tallying with what I am actually looking for? Okay, now let me give you guys one experience that I had recently. A lady called me. She called me from, I think from Sierra Leone or something. I don't know, Sierra Leone or Sudan. I don't know. It was a country that had S. So she called me, and when she spoke to me, she was so happy. She was like, Femike, finally, I'm able to talk to Femike, Kiniko, Kiniko. She was like, now, then she said something on the call. She said, now I know that with your agency, my traveling abroad is 100%. Then I asked her a question. I said, why do you want to travel to Russia? Why is Russia your goal? What exactly is your aspirations? What are you looking for? When she started to mention her aspirations, she mentioned something. She said, but I am not somebody that like the cold, though. If I enter any cold like this, I will just be sick. You know, when she mentioned that, I was like, there are two ways to this. Number one, the code that you're talking about, is it like, you know, some people now in Nigeria, we have this thing they call forced nepotism, where you actually just, you see your friends, okay, maybe one of your friends does not like the code and she's from a rich family. You say if you just automatically believe that you also don't like code, or you don't like to eat ice cream, or you are allergic to egusi, or you are allergic to ewedu because your friend is suddenly allergic, okay? So, but if it is not that forced nepotism, meaning that maybe you're just whining yourself, because I also was like that in Nigeria. Anytime there was any little rain like this, I am under my duvet. I am lying down, covering my head, not knowing that I was coming to minus 35. I was coming to minus 40 degrees Celsius, guys. And now I'm not dead. I'm doing very fine, okay? But secondly, if it is not the forced nepotism, or is it nepo babies and all of that, then is it true that you are just really, really not able to survive under the code conditions? She said it is the second one, which means you cannot really survive under the code conditions. Then I told her something. I said, so sorry, guys. I have like 3,000 messages here waiting for me. So I told her something. I said, look, don't bother yourself to apply to Russia, because I'm not saying that Russia is cold all through, of course, but those times that it is cold, it is literally cold. So if you're somebody that you react to anything cold quickly, 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 like you are a cold baby and all of that, I'm not saying the forced nipple. You know, I know what I'm talking about, because there are some people you never know until you really know. I was also like that. You know, any little cold, I'm under my duvet and all of that, like I just said now. But here in Russia, I'm doing fine. It's not like I'm inside the cold for all of my life. People think, oh, Russia is cold. Right now, it is cold outside. We have a new client that just came now, and I'm sure he's also going to talk about his experience. It's cold outside, but he's doing well. He's inside the room. The rooms are warm. Everywhere is fine. It's not like you're going to be living outside, okay? People are living here. We have a big population. So then she said, it's actually the second option. I told her she does not need to even consider Russia in the first place. Then she started to tell me, you know, I want to still come and try. I want to try my luck. What if I get there and I'm able to adapt to the code? What if? I said, now it is your choice, okay? So bringing it back to the goal thing, have you asked yourself the major question, why Russia? Okay. And when you are able to ask yourself that question and you finally get an answer, you definitely will be able to understand why Russia is still a good option, or it is even a bad option for you in the first place. So you will not need Femike to come and give you explanations or come and explain something to you before you understand. But what I can tell you from my own is that affordability is a major thing. Anywhere you are going to in the world, you have to be able to afford that place, or you should be able to do what? Live there till you are able to afford it in a very understanding way. There are some countries, their maximum affordability, like they have high standards. And there are some countries, it is minimum affordability. So imagine somebody in the United States, they are paying about $30,000 to study there. $30,000 is like times 5 of the school fees here. Times 5, depending on the university you go, averagely, okay? Because I don't want to give anybody information, because there are some schools in Moscow that also are offering courses that have big money, but who is going to Moscow among all of us? Maybe if your father is Dangote or your mother is this thing. So whatever you're actually planning, just have it in mind that your affordability or the affordability of a place, which is the country that you are going to, it actually really it does matters. And Russia is still very much affordable and has a very affordable cost of living compared to America, compared to all those countries that you are thinking about. That's the first thing I'm talking about. Number two, Russia's requirements are still very basic. So sorry, guys. Let me check my... Okay, the order is here. Mr. Jin, can you just check the door for the order? Yeah, sure. You can just help me put it in the sitting room. Sure. All right. Back to the meeting, guys. So the requirements are still very basic, guys. They are still very basic. So in Russia, there's nothing like the IELTS. There's nothing like TOEFL or complicated letters. Okay? So the requirements here are still very normal. There are some countries that if you want to go there, I've actually started making research about some countries that people can still travel to as international students from different countries. And when I was looking at it, the requirements were very large, like very huge. There are requirements that you need to go and sit for an exam for or something. Of course, some people have IELTS. Some people have, it's not like they are not doable, but it is not everybody that have access to this document, okay? It's not everybody that have access to this certificate or to already doing it, okay? So, you can take juice, or I'll come and join you in sitting on. Okay, yeah. You can just take juice. Yeah. Just feel at home, my brother. You can put on the TV there, play game, enjoy yourself. I will soon call you to join the meeting. All right, fine. All right. So I want Mr. Dean to free himself. He's just sits near me and he's just looking at me like, this guy, what is this guy saying? All right. So back to the meeting, guys. So the requirements are still very basic, okay? So the IELTS, TOEFL, or complicated letters are not needed for now. In the future, maybe Russia is going to be requiring language proficiency tests, or maybe they are going to be requiring some letters, like some complicated letters from some connected people. Maybe, we don't know. But for right now, Russia does not offer all of those. So if you want to apply to Russia, you are looking at coming to Russia, your main goal is to come to this country, and you are already tired of thinking that I will do it tomorrow, I'll do it next tomorrow, then I can advise you to do what? To start immediately, because all these requirements are still very basic. If you still have your WAEC result, you still stand a chance. If you have your international passport, good. If you have your BSc transcript, you are welcome. If it is master's that you have, why not? You are welcome on board. At the end of the day, what matters is that what you are still under the requirements. You still have everything that is being required before they will start, introducing a lot of other complicated things that you may not be able to provide. All right. So number 3 is the opportunities here are still very unlimited. The opportunities here are still very unlimited. So, sorry, guys. One thing about Russia is that Russia is a country that is full of opportunities, guys. And when I say opportunities, I'm talking about something that can actually help you to become what you want to actually become, or help you achieve whatever you want to achieve. So when I'm talking about opportunities, for example, for me, I can explain, for example, like, let me give you guys my own personal example. I'm coming, guys. Let me close my door. I feel very distracted when somebody talking about. All right. So back to the meeting, guys. So when I'm talking about opportunities, I'm talking about some things that you can actually tap into that will help you to do what? To make yourself to make yourself comfortable in this country, all right? Because for me, I don't think money is the only comfortability option. Many things can make you comfortable here that does not relatively have to do with money, okay? Of course, money is very important, of course, right? That's why most of us are actually trying to jackpot and all of that. But there are also other things that can give you that comfortability status. So let me give you guys an example. For example, when I came to Russia, I used to hear that, when I come, I could do some jobs and all of that. So when I came, I started to find these jobs. I didn't sit in my room. I didn't sit on my bed waiting for the jobs to come find me. I stood up and I did what? I went to look for the jobs. Then at a point, I noticed that There are some brands here, like they have clothes, they are selling clothes, they are selling shoes and all of that. And I used to notice that anytime I post, they used to like my picture on Instagram. So they used to like my pictures. Like one of them, it started with one brand liked. That was back then. That was Basco Party. The name of the brand was Basco Party. If you check online, you're going to see Basco Party, like real party, Basco Party. It's a second-hand shop in my city here. So they were liking my picture. Later again, I will post something. Maybe a shoe brand can like. There was this shoe brand in Brand Loft. They were liking me then. So I was now noticing this pattern. I was like, for some people, they are just liking. That is just normal. But for me, I noticed an opportunity. I'm giving you guys my own experience. It may not work like this for you. Your own experience can be in different field. Maybe it's going to, for example, somebody can even be spotted. I have a friend that literally, he was a client actually that became my friend. He joined us. He was in Krasnodar. When he got to Krasnodar, he was spotted and he actually is a footballer now. Like, he didn't come to Russia to come and play football, guys. He didn't come from the beginning that, oh, I'm a footballer, okay? But when he came, he got that opportunity and he's now what he's doing football, okay? He plays football, he's under a contract, he's under a team contract, and he's still studying, by the way, and he's getting paid. So I don't know if you guys get what I'm saying. I'm not saying that, okay, if you're a footballer now, this is the best place for you. I'm not saying, I'm just telling you that you don't know what opportunity can be open for you. And Russia offers a lot of these opportunities. So then as I saw that they were liking my pictures, and I started doing what? I started to look at them. I was like, okay, if you guys are liking my pictures, then there's something definite that you guys want from me. So I started to look at their pages. I'll go there. I would like some of their products and all of that. So one day they reached out to me. They were like, "Oh, okay, hello, hello, hello. We want you to do a modeling shoot with us, blah blah blah." Then you see that I actually did not just sit down at home expecting them to come and meet me in my bed. What I did was, as I saw that they were looking at me, I started to do what, like their pictures. I started to do what, I also started to give them attention. So they were looking at me that this guy is also engaging with us. So they were able to do what? Do you know how many people in Russia that they've also looked at their profiles? Do you know how many other black people like me, black boys, black girls, or dark skinned people, if you don't want to be called black, because nobody's actually black, dark skinned people that the brands have been liking their posts. But why me? It's because of that little engagement that I also engaged with them. Okay. And then at the end of the day, before we knew it, they invited me for the shoot. I shot the stuff. The first one was free actually. Then before I knew, I was collecting 1,500 rubles constantly. Before I knew, I was raising my price 5,000, 10,000. And do you know that in Russia, if you're going to count some of the black models or African models that have actually made the biggest name in the city that they are, before you count 1 to 10, you are going to mention Femi K, which is me. And guys, I didn't go to Russia to model. It was just like the way Revs that came to our last meeting was also talking about dancing and how they were giving him opportunities in the dancing world. I didn't come here to model. What I came here to do was to study. I came here to study medicine. As a matter of fact, I'm still studying my medicine and surgery. I'm a medical student. As you are looking at me like this, I have exams again that I have to write soon because of what happened recently. All right. So, guys, what I'm saying, in fact, is that these opportunities were there, and at the end of the day, I started tapping into them. Before you know, I was writing out messages to photographers. I was showing them that, look, oh, I worked with Basco Party, oh, I worked with Brand Loft, oh, I worked with Asia, oh, I worked with this one. Before you knew anything, guys, I was already being listed. Like, they were calling me white berries. Why? If you guys go online, you type wild berries, you guys are going to see it's a big company. They called me to come and model for them. All right, I model for Super Step. I model for a lot of brands. And guys, I have never been in a modeling training session before in my life, guys. Like, nobody have literally, I've never been caught in my room, maybe watching how to pose or how to do anything, right? And many people were telling me then that, okay, do I have to be some certain type of way to model? Do I have to be fine? Do I have to be this? I was like, bro, even before I started to become better now, imagine how I was 5 years ago, just coming from Nigeria 6 years ago inside Sapa, and I was already modeling. So some people say I'm too fat. I'm like, bro, there's plus size modeling. And they say I'm too short. And there's face modeling. Just show your face. They said, I'm too tall. There's commercial modeling. You can actually go there. You can. There's even runway modeling. There's a lot of opportunities. Guys, I'm using this modeling as an opportunity to tell you that there are other opportunities. It doesn't have to be modeling. There was opportunity in football, sports. There's opportunity in dancing. There's opportunity in cooking. If you can cook intercontinental dishes, like you can help Russian stores maybe to discover, the fact that they need to be cooking Nigerian food because of the Nigerians in the city. You will make money. You will be the only one in that sector. I don't know if you guys get what I'm saying. So the Russia has existed before most of us were like Russia have existed before all of us here were born, and we are not here to change their system. We are not here to come and say we are the best. We are not here to come and say we are the this. We are here to do what, to tap into the opportunities that those systems give us. Now, there's a course I'm going to launch very soon. Yeah, it is actually a free course. It is on my YouTube channel called Road to Russia. Right, I've started yesterday. See, I'm going to teach you some of the way to spot opportunities. It doesn't even have to be only Russia. It can even be in Nigeria where you are, right? But in this country, Russia, I'm going to teach you guys how you can come here and spot those opportunities faster than other people. Like it's going to be on that. It's going to be for free. It's going to be on the channel. You don't need to pay me any 5 naira or 10 naira for that. It's going to be free on that channel. It's going to be opportunity spotting. How to actually see an opportunity before other people, or even how to see those opportunities after people have seen it, and how to claim and get those opportunities, because opportunities present themselves in certain different ways. All right. So what I'm trying to say, we are not here to spot opportunities. We're not here for spotting opportunities lessons. We're here to just understand why Russia is still a good option. So opportunities are still very unlimited. It can be cooking, it can be air making, it can be you that you are just actually fed up of your country and you just want to do what? Step into a new job market for yourself, find other jobs and everything. I used to tell people that so far as you are not lazy, you will be good. So far as you are not what? You are not lazy. You'll be what? You'll be comfortable. All right. So that is another thing about this Russia. So I've talked about affordability. Russia is very affordable. Cost of living compared to other countries is very okay. The tuition fee is not that expensive. Accommodation is normal. In fact, accommodation is as cheap as anything. It's even cheaper than in Nigeria. That's how crazy it is. So, of course, you cannot compare to some, of course, if you're comparing it to Lagos and you're comparing it to other places, of course. So I talked about the requirements that are still very basic. You don't need any complicated documents. You don't need IELTS. You don't need to, I need to go and be writing one exam. I need to go to go and write SAT. I need to go to the cyber cafe to print out one document. I need to do this. I need to do that. There is nothing complicated. All you need to do is already with you. All the documents you need is already in your hand. You already have them with you there where you are sitting down, my brother and my sister. So this is not a conviction call. This is not a call to convince anybody. It's a call to let you see the potential that you already have for this country that you're coming to. Because everybody on this call, we have 27 people on this call. We have one single goal: traveling to Russia to study, to spot these opportunities. Because opportunities are where the money comes from. All right. So another thing I always talk about is that the admission pathway is still open. The admission pathway is still open. So Russia is still a good option because the admission pathway is open. Look at, for example, America now. I think they have even stopped giving visas. There are so many countries that have stopped giving visas to Nigerians, stopped giving visas to Africans because of one reason or the other. But Russia is still giving admissions out very actively. And I know that at a point, maybe Russia would not give out anymore. That is one thing I'm actually looking at, because I'm looking at it. It might even happen sooner than later. But yeah, but guys, I want you guys to understand that now that the admission pathway is still very much open, you should make sure you consider, trying to apply. Okay, so admission pathway is still open, and our agency, we have a team, which is the on-year team. The team is comprising of me, Bukola, Tayo. We have Rotimi, our company lawyer. We have AY. We have Adi. We have Ezekiel. We have about 20 to 30 staffs. All right, that is going to be handling your document for you. It is no longer a one-man thing, a Femike thing anymore. That was 2-3 years ago, even last year. All right, so now we are doing it with more, because we have so many customers now, so many clients. Everybody wants to use on-air travels. Is the truth? Everybody just wants to use us. Why is that? I think you already know the reason. All right. So we have, though there can be complications, but we still try our best to do what we're not God. We are also humans. So we try our best to do what to make sure we fight those complications and we're able to deliver at the highest level possible. And by God's grace, God is going to keep helping us in Jesus' name. All right. So another thing is, about still the opportunities part, there are people, we even have students that are coming to Russia and that are starting their own businesses. Recently, a friend of ours, I call my clients my friends because of the fact that most of them come and they become my friends. This guy actually started his own importation business too. He's importing from China to Russia. So you can see that is a big business. He imports air diffuser, air fryer, pots, all those things that is top cheaper. It's everything is cheaper from China. So he imports it here down here. Even cap, durags, all those things, he brings it here and he's making his money for himself because importation is not like the way it is in Nigeria. In Nigeria, you have to wait, pay custom duties, everything. Here in Russia, it's way, way, way easy. Like I used to import when I started before I discovered this stuff, because when it came about 2, 3 years ago. So before I discovered it, I could make it easier for me. I would do it by myself. I go to AliExpress. I have an AliExpress account now, guys. Where's my AliExpress actually? I used to go to AliExpress by myself. This is my AliExpress account, guys. Look, AliExpress. I have my AliExpress account. This is it. See, I'll go there. Let me check if I still have my orders from what I ordered. Archive. Yeah, look at my orders. These are my orders on AliExpress. I didn't need to take any importation costs or anything. These are my orders. I ordered them by myself. I ordered Kuban. Cheap. They're very, very cheap. I ordered earrings. I ordered rings. Me, I was not selling it back, But I'm just telling you that there are these opportunities here. We also have people that are into Airbnb business here. It's not called Airbnb. We call it Avito. You can collect an apartment. You can rent the apartment. When you start to make the money, when you get a job and you are making some money, you can take that money. You can use it to rent an apartment from a landlord. I'm not saying it is the easiest. So I'm not saying nothing is easy in this life, of course, but it's possible. It's done. People are doing it here. Even let me not expose it, but one of the guys that was on our Zoom meeting last time that spoke, one of them actually is doing this business and he's making a lot of money from it. He's driving a big car. So what he does is he will pay the landlady the money for the house. Then he will tell them, I'm using it to actually do a business. So I'm using it for business, and anybody that comes to the house, we're going to be paying this amount of so amount. They'll be paying me, I will pay you your own commissions and everything. And he's using the house to make money for himself without it being directly his own. And he has about 20 to 25 houses like that. And what he did was that the first house paid for the second one, the third one, the fourth one, the fifth one, like that. And he's doing this. He's very, very okay. He's very comfortable with this business. I'm not saying that you exactly need to do this business too, okay? But I'm just saying these are the things, these are the opportunities that people are spotting and they're using it to do what? To make money for themselves. Another thing is what? The right mindset is still needed, guys. When you are coming to Russia, come with the right mindset. Don't come with a victim mentality. Don't come with entitlement mentality. Don't come with, I've borrowed money, I have collected loans, I sold my daddy's car, I sold my uncle's land. I know these are things that are actually working. But the truth is that in the actual sense, nobody actually forced anybody to sell anything. Somebody was telling me recently, I lost my job, I stopped going to school, I was this, I was that, all of this one, that one. That is just entitlement mentality because nobody told you to do that. It is for yourself. You are the one that wants to take your life seriously. That is why you are doing it, which is it's very, very good. I comprehend that. If you have that mentality, it is yours. I'm not going to advise you to do it, but if you know that you are somebody that would even go as far as selling something that is very valuable to you to fulfill your dreams, no problem. That is your choice. At the end of the day, I clap for you. It's good if you can do it. If you know you're not able to do that, if you know you cannot afford to do it, also I clap for you. You are doing what is in your means, right? So, but don't let it be the mentality you are going to bring into this country. Because if you are bringing it into this country that, I've sold things, I've left this, I've left that, I've done this, that is the immediate beginning of your failure. You will start failing right from the airport. This is not something that I am just talking about. I'm talking about this from my experience with a lot of students. It's not like these things are not there. It's not like you will ignore them, but come with the right mentality. Come with the mentality of where is the opportunity? What are the skills that can equip me for these opportunities? How do I spot these opportunities? Those are the questions you should be asking the agency. Those are the questions you should be asking on here. Those are the questions you should be asking yourself. Those are the questions you should be asking your friends that you are going to meet in the country or the city that you are going to. It may not even be Russia. Those are the questions that you should be asking, not, I've lost money, my father said this one, my father, all of these things were all on you. No, as a matter of fact, glory be to God, you will never go anywhere and you see us in a bad light that they will now say, FMK forced somebody or on here forced somebody to sell something or one company forced somebody to do this or do that. Nah, we are not into that stuff here. What we do is that we help you to do what? To tailor your needs according to, as an agency, we help you to carry out those needs. But I usually tell people that come with the right mentality. See, all of my clients or all of our clients that has been successful here, they have one single mentality. That mentality is, how can I prepare myself for the opportunity that this country wants to give me? How am I able to spot them? So that it does not, when you are, it is easy for you to always keep doubting, to always keep blaming somebody. And the time you are blaming somebody, somebody else is making it better than you. Because you sat in your what? In your desperation, in your blame. Oh, blaming yourself, blaming your uncle. Why did my uncle say I should go here? Why did my uncle say I should do this? Why did my uncle say I should go to Kano? Why did my uncle say I should do that one? You know, forgetting that the reason for your movement or coming to your Russia is not for you to come and blame anybody. And when you come with these mentalities, when you are coming with this brain of I am coming to Russia to come and pay my bills immediately, I'm coming to Russia to come and do this thing, it's not like it is a bad mentality. I'm just saying that you need to structure it in a proper way so that these opportunities that will be placing themselves in front of you, they will not just be okay. Let me give you guys a story of somebody. It might be looking like Arabic to you guys. So there was this girl, literally, when she came to Russia, she actually sold a land to come to Russia. So I'm coming, guys. Yeah, so she sold the land to come to Russia. That was what she said. That was what she told people. Oh, I sold my land. I did this, I did that. Fine. It's your choice. You know, at the end of the day, you did what you think is best for you. So when she came to Russia, she she reached out. We're already here and all of that. So I told her, okay, fine, this is the advice I can give you, all of that, all of that. I'm coming, guys. Yeah, sorry guys, somebody was actually texting me. So then she told me, okay, no problem, everything is fine. Then I told her that, you know what, there are some opportunities. I shall explain everything to her the best way I could. And I told her to reach out to a member of our team to also give her a little bit of advice, the little advice we could have to give to her, because we are not an employment agency, of course. We are just an admission agency that can assist you with admission in our own little way and in our best way possible. So then she now reached out. She said, "Oh, Femike, I got a job, but that job, it is actually," she said she got a job, but it is a menial job. And that job was willing to pay her, I think she said 45,000 rubles in two weeks. That was what the job was going to pay her, 45,000 rubles 2 weeks. Our school fees then was about 95,000 something, 95,600 and something rubles. So in a space of 1 month or 2 months, she could have been able to pay her school fees, everything. But I told her something. I said, look, I'm not in a space to advise you. I know that because you're already in Russia. I know you can handle your things yourself. Of course, what you paid our agency for is to oversee you to Russia, not what is coming further. But I would advise you not to take this offer. She said, no, me, I need money for this, I need money for that. And literally, yeah, there was another opportunity that a friend of ours already introduced her to, but those people were not answering her. So, and the reason they were not answering her is because they were considering her application. So she told me about it on the call. She actually explained it that my friend actually got me another job in another. I'm not going to talk about the company because the company is actually a very reputable company. And most people, when they come to Russia, they actually work with this company. It's actually a customer support job. So when she now got that job, she was working in that job. Apparently, the job that she was working in, they paid her that money for the first 2 weeks. The second week, they said they didn't, the second phase of it, they said they didn't like how she handled the job. She's not very fervent at the job. They ended up sacking her from the job, firing her. Mind you, when you come to Russia, any job you get, it is based on your individual effort. It is based on your responsibility. It is based on how you're able to package yourself, how you're able to announce yourself, how you're able to, push yourself out there, and your individual skills. Nobody, okay, even if people help you find the job, nobody will help you keep the job. She lost that job. Why did she lose this job? Let me tell you why. She went to her boss after, after the second week, she already collected her 45,000. She went to her boss. Then she started telling the boss, I sold the land in Nigeria. I need money. Can you please give me money? This is 2 weeks of work, so that you can be able to, so that I can be able to pay you in my, fourth month, third month, stuff like that. After she told this guy this thing, that one was already a red flag. They just told her, we are not into that. We cannot give you those things. You are even a basic worker with us. You're a basic level worker. If you need loan, go to a loan company here. They'll provide it for you. All you need to do is drop your document and tell them how you'll be able to pay. So, sorry guys, I don't know what entered my nose. So basically, yeah, the other job now reached out to her friend. Her friend was like, oh, the girl is no longer interested because that was within the 2 weeks. Her friend is no longer interested. So the girl even reached out to me, the friend of hers. She reached out to me, and then I was like, there's a guy that just came in. No, I don't know. I'm not in the shoes to advise anybody. Like I said, I can only, people see me here as a mentor. They see me here as a guy. They see me here as a big bro. So what I can do is let me assist him. If it is available, why don't you give it to that guy? She said, no problem. The guy, he went, he did everything. Actually, their own is that their interviews, their process of reaching back to you after the interview is long. It's really long. I don't like that. They can take like a week to review your document. Why? But when they give you that job, it is a standard job. A standard job. And I told her, you should wait for this job because this one is more standard. She said, no, why I'll go wait? No, 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 no. I need money. I need to pay my mommy's bills. I need to pay my uncle's daughter's this thing. They sold their land. They did this one, they did that one. I understand. But that does not make you suddenly immune to advice, or that does not make you suddenly immune to this thing. This is a new system that you're just coming into. There's no need to be doing gra. There's no need to be entitled. You're not entitled to anything here. This is not our father's land. You should listen to advice. Even me, somebody is advising me as I'm sitting down in front of you guys. The reason I'm making how much I'm making today, the reason why I'm not broke, the reason why I can, many people think, I left the company like to go and do other things, like to just structure myself again, bring other things I'm talking about, do research, do all of these things. Everybody noticed my absence, and I am not broke. I didn't die. That reason is because I'm working. I have my own job, and people are advising me on these jobs. Femike, oh yeah, go and do this one, go and do that one. Oh yeah, Femike, oh yeah, try to do this one, do that one, do that one, do this one. So at the end of the day, this is where we are able to derive our strength from. That is making us look as if we are invincible. It's not because we are invincible, it's not because we are untouchable, it's because somebody is actually that has gone through that part is also teaching us what to do. But anyways, long story short, they sacked her at that job. Now she went back to square one. It's not like that. She now started going to different places. She was looking for working place stuff and all of that. They were not paying up to that other one that she actually could have gotten. So what is the basis here? That desperation of I need to pay my family, I need to do this. It made her overlook the opportunity that she could have gotten. I understand her. It's normal. That's your choice. The guy reached out to me recently. That was on Monday. He said he wants to start his process. As we were onboarding him, we gave him the contract, he signed the contract, he paid us. He told me, say, Femike, I sold my uncle's car to do this. So I don't know who your uncle is, and I don't know anything. Maybe his uncle is his father, maybe his uncle is like his guardian, maybe his uncle is like his stepfather or something. He said we sold our car to do this. And the uncle actually called me. I said, sir, this is it. It's not like I advise you guys to sell the car or anything. But what I'm saying is that he did that. Don't go and sell any. Don't go and say. I'm not saying everybody go and sell your father's car or anything. I'm not saying that he did that. And I already shaping the mindset of that boy now. That see, bro, when you are coming here, even if I know that things are going, even me now, I did unspeakable things to come to Russia. Like unspeakable, it's not like I killed somebody, but like I sold 2 bags of rice that we were supposed to give to our church. I told you guys this story before. 2 bags of rice I was supposed to give it to church. I sold it just to travel. I don't know how much it was then. I think it was this. I had to add to my flight fee. I actually sold it. That was supposed to be given to the church. And today I've given the church a lot of other things. So what I'm saying in advance is, guys, don't fall into that trap of coming with that mentality. Of course, it is normal to have it at the back of your mind. All of us that are coming here, we want to feed our families. We want to feed our friends. We want to be the best in our clique. We want to be the next Elon Musk. We want to be comfortable. No, there's nobody in this life that does not like better thing. Even is this Latan that said, who don't like better thing? There's nobody. If you don't like better things, you have raised your hands. Everybody likes to feel good. Everybody wants to feel better. And that is why we are looking at this part. That is why people are coming to these meetings. Where is the next part? Where can I make it? Where can I, which job? Where can I go again that will give me this better? Like, where can my life be better? It's not easy. I know it's not easy, but where can I go? Where is this next place? I've suffered here. I've done this. I've done that. Which is quite understandable. But still, make sure that your mentality is what is right. And that mentality is still one of the reasons why Russia might be an option for you or not be an option for you. So make sure you do what? You shaping your mentality, okay? If you guys are feeling me till this point, can you guys drop some reactions, please? Can you guys drop some reactions if you are feeling the lesson so far? Because that is the way to motivate me to continue going. All right, thank you very much for the reactions. God bless you guys. It shows that you guys are following, and I'm glad that I'm the one carrying you guys or taking you guys on this journey. All right, so the thing is, The laws are still stricter, which is normal. Russian laws are getting stricter now, especially with their admission policies. They are getting strict. You cannot be expecting the law that is guiding 2025, 2024 to be guiding 2026. Laws will change. Things will become stricter, right? And thank you very much, Mr. Victor Samuel. So it is normal, all right? But the most important thing for you guys to understand is that as these laws are getting stricter, does not mean that Russia is becoming more difficult. And it does not also mean that Russia is not also becoming more difficult. Okay? So it just depends on what part of the law you fall into or what part of the policy changes that your document falls into. So that is why I used to advise people that make sure that you do what? You apply for these things as soon as possible. As soon as you are able to decide, it is better to start your application so that you'll be able to do what? Fall into the right side of the law. And now we already have good policies. Our policies are carrying a lot of, we have refund policies, we have, what's the name? We have contracts, we have everything. So 100%, you should know that because why we did that is also because of the law. Because the law, anything can actually happen. So we have to make sure that we safeguard our students, which is our clients, you guys, on-air Nigerians, and we also safeguard ourselves so that there's nobody that will be feeling cheated or feeling left out at the end of the day. So another thing I want to talk about before we end this meeting is important skills you should learn. It is a must. You should learn these skills before coming to Russia. In fact, if you are here and you are not going to learn any of these skills, when you get to Russia at the airport, first thing I will ask you when you see me, if you are in my city and I'm going to be the one that will pick you up, depending on how the contract goes, or you call me when you get to Russia, Afemike, thank you, God bless you, on-air Nigeria, thank you, God bless you guys. Oh. The first thing I will ask you is, which of these skills did you learn? If you tell me nothing, I will find a person that will flog you in wherever you are. If you are in my city, I will bring in and flog you because I'm giving you guys this for free now. Make sure you learn these skills. And one thing about skills is that they would really help you because it is like a way to seal your income. Imagine, for example, now you get to this city and you are looking for a job that is standard enough to do or to fill in all your bills, like to take care of all your bills. The truth is, the bills will always be there, but at least something that can help you to lift most of these bills. And now you have a very good skill by the side. Maybe, for example, you know how to barb people's hair, that is cutting hair. You are a barber or you are good at making hair, you are an hairstylist or whatever that is. You see now that you already have a bigger edge than somebody that is just coming here with none of those skills. Now, let us compare Mr. A and Mr. B. Mr. A in Nigeria, he listened to Femike's podcast or his meeting. He messaged on here Nigeria team after. They started this process for him. When he got to Russia, before he got to Russia, he was already learning how to barb people's hair. He started learning it. At the end of the day, he was already getting better. He's not a professional yet, but he's already getting better. At least he could cut people's hair in a very reasonable way. And there's Mr. B. Mr. B also was in the same podcast as Femike. He also made up his mind. He was like, okay, I want to give this a try. I want to also go to another country. It's not like I don't want to go, but now I've seen somebody that has given me the information that I need, or I've seen somebody that I can trust that is going to take me off this my mode of, is it doubting mode? So he also did what? He also decided to move on with his application, but this time around, he was not like Mr. A that was actually learning barbing skills. Now, Mr. A and Mr. B arrived in Russia. They finally were able to put in their effort and they got a standard job for themselves, not menial jobs. Of course, menial jobs also do pay, washing plates, working in KFC, nanny job, all those things, they actually also pay. But there are some very good jobs that are still more standard that can still pay you higher than all of this. So like, for example, customer sales job, English teaching jobs, all of those things. So Mr. A and Mr. B, now what's the difference between both of them? Mr. A in his salary is collecting, let's say, is collecting a salary of 1 million naira. Mr. B is also collecting a salary of 1 million naira. Let's not forget that Mr. A barbs people's hair, right? So Mr. A, in his free time, after his work, in his hostel, he used to barb his friends' hair. He does not charge too much. He just charges them around, let's say 20,000 naira to barb their hair. 20,000 naira to barb their hair, or 25,000 naira. 20,000 naira is like a very basic minimum. He's charging that 20,000 naira to barb their hair. So after his job, he always barbs maybe, let's say, minimum of, at least in the hostel, not a lot of people may be there, minimum of 3 people, he barbs at least, let's say he barbs 5 people in a week. That's 100,000 naira for him, 100,000 naira every week. Now he has 400,000 naira plus. It's 1 million naira now. How much does Mr. A have? On the barest minimum, Mr. A is already richer than Mr. B. He already has 1.4 million naira, and that is because of the fact that he's just barbing 5 people's hair. Now imagine he's barbing about 10 people, he's barbing 12 people, he's even barbing 30 people's hair. He's more popular now in the hostel. Everybody in the hostel they are using him. Even Chinese people are calling him now to come and shape their hair. Even Russians are calling him. Now he's a big boy. Now he can even quit the job that he and Mr. A are doing together and focus solely on his handwork, or still be doing the job while looking for a better or standard job for himself. I don't know if you guys get my logic, okay? So learning a skill is very important. And what are the skills you should learn before coming to Russia? Number one, try to learn barbing skills, learn cooking skills. That barbing, I was supposed to learn barbing, but I was like, I'm a big boy, oh, they'll not be calling me Baba. Eh? Baba, how I go to bar people here? Me with the big man. They know they do big man for abroad, though. If I tell you things that people are doing abroad, in those America, all those US that you are hearing, you see people that will tell you they are washing people's poop to survive. You are there, you're doing big boy. Now imagine you are not coming here, you are being given a barbing opportunity. You do not grab it. So learn how to barb, learn how to cook. Cooking is very important. In fact, it should even be learn how to cook before you learn how to barb. If you're a man, you're in the house. I was like that. I used to be the man of the house at a very young age. Why am I the man of the house 6 years ago? I don't used to cook. The only thing I knew how to cook, that I could cook deliciously, was noodles. And that noodles, it depends on the time of the day that I actually cook it, because if I cook it in the evening, it may not be sweet. It's only in the morning. So is that how I was going to survive? So I was spending a lot of money on fast food and all of that. So even if it is not a skill to just sell to other people, it can be a skill that will do what I will save you at the end of the day, all right? So learn how to cook, learn how to barb if you're a guy or a girl, learn how to do hairdressing or styling, learn how to do makeup. This makeup game is a very, very important. In fact, there was a summer, I think that was like 3 years ago, that I started learning how to do makeup, because it's very big. Russian people here, they do makeup. And one thing about makeup is that if you're good at it, you can serve a lot of audience. You can serve the South Koreans here. They have this, their Asian cat eye makeup. They have this for the ladies in the house, you know what I'm talking about. So if you're already good in makeup, or you're a makeup artist, you are good, oh. You are going to, at least, if you are good at marketing yourself, you would make a lot of money here. That one is not even a doubt. If you are good at marketing yourself very well, you can position yourself very well. So there's also massage therapy. You can also do manicure and pedicure. You can do online or digital skills. You can do photography or videography skills, okay? So, and those are skills that are very important for you to learn in 2026 before coming, all right? So let me mention them again: barbing skills, cooking skills, hairdressing or styling skills, makeup artistry, manicure and pedicure, massage therapy, online or digital skills, photography or videography skills. Another thing is that, guys, see, a lot of people reached out to me, and we've been scammed before. One agency have collected money from us before. They didn't deliver for us. After 10 years or after 5 years, there was even one that was telling me he didn't have money. He went to borrow money. He gave one agency. Then they stopped answering him. They left him alone. They ran away. The truth is that we are not going to even lie to you guys. A lot of scammers are out there. A lot of scammers are out there. It's very easy, especially in the agency thing. It's very easy to meet a lot of scammers, especially in Nigeria. Every day, even my lawyer recently told me that in fact, if you know how many travel agency cases they are dealing with in Nigeria every day, it's a big thing. People are just getting scammed every day. It's not even a lie. It's not something that we should hide ourselves and our clients from. The truth. It's the truth. People are getting scammed. But the truth of the matter is that is why you actually have On Here. On Here is going to assist you as much as possible. I'm not going to say that we are God. We are not the Messiah. But at the end of the day, we'll do what? We'll try our best to erect that hope for you. Even my client here that we have here is going to come on board now to speak. He was also, he has also been scammed. He's been scammed before. He has gone through different processes. He's going to say his own. But at the end of the day, he just took his trust, his patience, and his understanding. Let me take you to the sitting room so that you can join our call, so that you guys can hear from him. And you know that, bro, the patience that you are not willing to put in is actually the key. So of course, there are scammers everywhere. There's definitely scammers. But you just need to do what? Work with the right people. And people that will actually do what? Give you a value for your money. All right, so Mr. Dean, how are you doing? So I think can we have you on our call, our precious call? Yeah, Mr. Dean, have your seat. All right, so we have Mr. Dean in the building. If you guys are following our group chat and calls, you're going to see that we always post visas and testimonials from clients. And recently, we also posted Mr. Dean's invitation letter when he got it. So, Mr. Dean, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm very well.
You even look tired. How is that? How was your journey?
Yeah, very stressful, I can see.
Honestly. All right, guys. So, for those of you that might be doubting or you may be thinking that, oh, Femi K is just bringing these guys to come and whine us here and stuff, don't worry, guys. There's a channel, and you guys are definitely on these channels. We'll post his journey. I will post the videos, his testimonials. We'll post his invitation letter. Though we are going to blow out very, very important details so that you guys can see it and you can also, this is not to convince anybody, it's just for you guys to see that, bro, this is happening. People are traveling on a daily basis. So don't let one idiot that does not know anything come and deceive you and collect your money from you. So make sure you follow the right path, okay? Even if you are going to drop your money, drop it in the right channel so that they can assist you properly, or go and do it by yourself. It's better than spending money to scam out, giving money to a scammer, of course, right? Yeah. So, Mr. Dean, when you started out the process, it was actually a bit long at some point. You were even losing patience. How were you able to hold on at that time?
Honestly, one thing I can actually say is initially when I started the process, it's very true. Femike is very busy. It's not a joke. So most times I tried reaching out and then it's always busy. And then at some point I was giving up. I was like, this one Femike is like there was even a time he even fell sick. And I was like, I beg you, may not be safe Femike go down with my money. At some point, though, everything went well. It took a while because of some changes in immigration law and all these things. But at long last, I'm here. I'm happy. It might take a while, but definitely it will come. Once you're working with this big man, it's very hard to see you, honestly. I'm very grateful for Honor Nigeria helping me through this process. It's actually a very difficult task, especially in a place like Russia. You need to be very well connected to have access to some facilities like this. So I'm saying thank you to Honor Nigeria.
You're welcome,
making
especially. You're welcome, man.
It might be busy, but just take it easy. You'll be fine, honestly.
All right, guys.
I'm talking out of experience and patience. Patience is just the key.
Patience
you
get here someday. By God's grace. So one thing I also ask is that you also spoke about already trying before, and being in the wrong hands. What gave you that precise sure guarantee? I know there's no sure guarantee anywhere, but what gave you that ability to even want to try using On Here Nigeria, our company, our team in the first place?
Yeah, first and foremost, I saw a lot of stereotypes, not even from him, from students that have actually applied and were successful. And then I decided to give it a try. And then my big bro, he might be on the call now, I don't know. He was pushing forth, he was pushing me throughout, even when I was doubting, agents now, they will eat your money.
Yeah.
But he said, no, let's try this guy. This guy looks very genuine. And then from all he's doing, if it will not work, he will tell you. If it will work, he will tell you. It might take a while, but to be very honest, it will come.
My God's grace.
It will come.
My God's grace.
Just trust the process, pray hard, work hard, and save your money. You need money.
Of course.
It's very cheap. Other people are not this cheap, to be honest with you. So please just try.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for having me.
Yeah. So we still going to be seeing more of you actually. But when we have stories like this, the thing is that I don't really put a lot of attention to my clients like that, like exposing their their success stories, because some people are not really, they don't want to show that they are already here and all of that. But me, I don't believe in all of those. You don't want to show. What you should be focused on is in the next 1 year when Femike is bringing you on board now, you should be coming with your Mercedes Benz by God's grace.
Big Benz, honestly. I can't really see
by God's grace. So, and I'm going to try my best to also, any advice that you need, any guide that you need, we'll try our best to give it to you, okay? So, but you guys that are here, I see that we have about 31 people here, minus me and Dean now, so that's about 30 people. I just want you guys to understand something, that when it comes to applying abroad, you would face a lot of challenges. Of course, you might have even been scammed before. You might, you to be honest, many of them don't even want to try. Like, imagine we give our money to one guy that is not even in Nigeria. His name is Femike. We just go and give his money to one year travels like that to their company, But at the end of the
that's
day,
the devil's ploy. If you must succeed, you have to take risk.
of
And
course.
then this is not even risky, because how much are you even paying?
Hmm.
Like, compared to other agents, I have heard of an agent who has collected above 5 to 6 million naira for just the language program.
Just
And then
imagine.
he is being very sincere with you, telling you, this process is like this, is like this. He might be busy, but just keep trying.
Of course.
He will reach out,
Of
definitely.
course. And even right now, we've even introduced newer, new ways of working now. It's no longer just Femike that will be doing everything now. We already sacked most of our work staffs before, because most of them they were very slow. Most of the clients that wanted to reach out to us with their documents, instead of them sending it to me like immediately, they can take like 3 days, 4 days, because there was no proof. There was no way for me to see. So some people will come to my DMs and they're like, Femike, we sent our document to your assistant, or we sent your document to, because I had a shared WhatsApp that we were all together. So they were saying this since all day. I'm like, nobody have answered it. They're like, but at the end of it, I have to take the blame, because I'm the one they know, of course.
Yeah.
But now it's not going to be like that anymore. It's going to be a whole team. So anybody that is coming now, we have a very capable team. Everybody's working actively. We have Bukola. I don't know if you know Bukola.
Yeah,
The
I know.
assistant.
Yeah,
We have Tayo. We have all those guys, and all of them are actually very active. They are very fast and all of that. So another thing I would like to say is that, are you going to advise the people here to use On Here? Are you going to advise them to work with us?
If I would say you should use On Air, I would say you should use On Air over and over again. That's the recommendation. That's how sure I am towards this particular company. It's really it's a very sure game, very sure game. It's just like I don't play bets, but this time around you can put your life.
I beg you.
Because it's the surest plug. Like, everybody knows him here. And Russia is beautiful. Don't sit in Nigeria and be wasting your time, kicking your ass, thinking you're making ends meet. Come and see what the real hustle looks like. Like, I'm not saying this because everybody has different objectives.
Of course.
But I, for one, am here to study and to enjoy the lifestyle. So if you want to be with me and enjoy the same thing, you should continue working with Femike. Yeah, it's
On
a
Here.
good blog. Yeah.
With On Here, not Femike now, with On Here. So
Yeah,
that's
but he's the
I mean, work with On Here, not with only Femike Wenjo.
Yeah.
So okay. Thank you very much for your input. So you guys have heard what Mr. Dean said. He said if he's going to advise you guys. The thing is, you can do this thing maybe on your own. The only problem people used to face is when they want to pay their tuition fees and all of that. It's because of they cannot pay directly to Russia. So many people are stuck at that point. They want to come and meet us and all of that. So, but me, I used to tell people that if you have an agency that said they can at least assist you with most of these things, just take it into their hands, take it into God's hands, and be patient with them, so that by the end of the day, or at the end of the day, you would not be stressing for an information that you could literally just get quickly from your agent or your agency. You will not be going online. Before you go here. You might even lose the admission in the process. So that is something I actually see. So another thing I want to say is that Mr. Dean, this is like a prophecy session. Where do you see yourself in the next 1 year? So that when you are coming back that 1 year, now you have to come and keep them.
Will I even come back?
He's already proud.
What am I coming here to do? No.
To come back to the meeting.
Okay, except the meeting. I can join on time. I'll come to
Exactly.
Yeah, like Russia is good. And to be very honest, follow the process and listen.
Yeah.
When he's saying some things in the meeting, try to jot down. Especially, there was a mistake I almost made during my experience at the embassy. When they asked, do you know somebody in Russia? How did you pay your school fee? I almost said no. But when I thought about it, I said, no. I just have to be sincere. I know Mr. Femike, and then I paid my fees through him. Because literally, you cannot even send money to Russia. You can't. And how will you tell me you're paying your school fees through Bitcoin to the school's account? It's not possible. So definitely you must know somebody. So definitely you have to follow his lead and then trust the process. It might take a while, but trust me, it will happen.
Yeah.
So if you're actually positive and you pray hard, your visa is not going to be a problem. And the visa does not really depend on him. When he's advising you, this, it's not when you go there and then you start talking on other things, and then you don't get the visa, you start blaming him. It's because you were not listening during this clarity session. So try to take these clarity sessions very seriously. He's a very busy person, and I, for one, if I were in his shoes, most of these clarity sessions will not be coming. Because one, I'm a very busy person and I would need to rest. But for him sacrificing this time, like, he deserves a lot of kudos, to be very honest. Aside the cold in Russia here, you finish your activities for the day, you still come back and then do clarity sessions, of which people don't pay for.
They don't pay.
Many agents collect money for all these things.
Right.
So get first-hand information from a first-hand individual. Thank you.
All right, guys. So let me not take too much of Mr. Dean's time. We still have a lot of things to do together. And Mr. Dean, like, literally, this is biscuit for you. This is our Russian biscuit. And this is juice you can drink. Or if you want Coca-Cola, you can drink our Russian Coca-Cola glass.
I've been taking this one in Nigeria.
So okay, let me give you this one. This one is like very close. Okay, yeah, this one is very close to the Nigerian juice. Yeah, so yeah, if you want water or anything, this is water around. So just have fun. Let me just finish the meeting and
All right.
So guys, basically that's Mr. Dean's experience, guys. This is sorry, guys. It's looking like we're having a family meeting here, but this is how we do our things. This is how we do our things. We are all one big family, right? Is that not true? All right, so back to the meeting. Let me quickly finish the meeting off with you guys so that I can record a client's testimonial video with Mr. Dean that just came in right now from Nigeria. And if you notice, he's already talking about, he came actually this morning and he already went around and is able to see a lot of good things here in Russia, like how many minutes is he already and is able to even talk like this. It's to show you that, guys, the Russia that you see on the television is different from the one that people are experiencing. If you go to the right part of the city, of the country rather, you're going to be happy. So back to it. Number 3, our mode of working with clients now. So let me explain our mode of working with clients before we end this call. So the truth is that we are getting so many clients daily. We get so many clients daily. That's the truth. Like, guys, let me see if I can. Oh, okay. This is my Telegram. I'm not even very active. Like, Telegram is not my major place. So I'll show you guys how many messages alone we are getting on Telegram. Just for you guys to see. Just for you guys to see. On Telegram alone, I'm going to like blur the screen so that you guys see. On Telegram alone, we are getting about 4.2 thousand messages just yesterday and today. So it's a lot of people reaching out, which I don't blame people that everybody wants to do something better for themselves. So recently, many people are complaining. Let me be very honest with you guys. So many people are complaining, and what they are complaining is that we are not replying them very often. These are the new guys that are coming on board, like our new students, our new age clients that are getting us from YouTube, from Facebook, from everywhere that they see us. They are complaining, and the reason for that is because of this large amount of messages that we are getting on a daily. So now we introduce something that we call the pre-process eligibility consultation call. It might be sounding very long, but it's actually just a pre-process call. It is a call that actually usually takes 20 to 30 minutes, and it is tailored to your request. In that call, what we do is we answer all your questions, all the questions that you have that is tailored to coming abroad or traveling to Russia. We answer it in that call. Number 2, we assess your document and find if it is eligible for the application process based on our experience. So we're going to check your document, either your WAEC, your JAMB, your WAEC, your BSc transcript, for those in Ghana, your whatever result, WASI, all of those things, we will check it for you guys, okay? And we give you a score on that call. So that's the score is, we can give you, if we give you a green light, it means you don't have any issues at all. According to our experience, you can apply and everything is fine. If we give you a light called amber light means, well, mix, you are good to go, but let us go and try for you. And if we give you a red light means we don't even want you to try at all. But if you want to insist on trying, like, let's see what happens, then we can try for you. But we are telling you that according to our experience, you are not even eligible at all. And out of almost, because last week we had a call on Sunday, we've gotten about 100 plus people, more than 100 people that have reached out on this pre-process call. And trust me, it is easy because they just book the session. We go on the session with them. It's no more longer you have to text Femike or text one part of the only Nigerian team or text somebody, text another person before we answer because of so many messages. Now, if you tell us we are ready, I have my money for the pre-process call, we are going to give it. And it's a very small fee. It's not even a big fee at all. And one good thing about this pre-process call money is that if on that call you agree to start your process immediately after the call, we are going to add the money from that pre-process call to your service charge. So you are not spending anything. It's not an added advantage or a removed advantage from you. It's just telling you that imagine your processing fee is 300,000 naira, for example, and you are paying a pre-process payment of 20,000 naira. That 20,000 naira, immediately you are done with the call and you say, I want to start, it will be added to your 300,000 naira. It means it's just a part of your 300,000 naira. So you have to pay 280,000 naira more because that 20,000 naira is already added to your money. So it's not a money that you have to do. And also another thing is that before we jump on that call with you, we would have also assessed your documents so that we can give you exactly what you need on that call. So we explain everything to you. Your document is going to be assessed. We assess it together and we will also assess it on that call. Also, we explain the financial implications of what Russia offers, how much you need to spend. This is what you need to budget. If you don't have this budget in your account, this is one of the things that we use to give you a score. There was a lady now that reached out to me. She said she doesn't have up to this amount of money in her account, but she can get it by this so time. I gave her a green light because the time that she was saying that she can get the money, it is still within the frame. Another person that was telling us that he doesn't really have any money at this time, but he can get it as another so time. I gave him a red light because that time that he's telling us that we get it is already far. It is in around 8 months. Who is going to wait for 8 months? Okay, we are not in school, so no school here is going to be waiting for you for 8 months. You can wait for that school for 8 months, but they will never wait for you for 8 months. So the thing is, we ask about what you want to study in Russia. We also tell you this is how we can, this is our advice, this is it. Then we give you our recommendation. This is what we recommend for you. This is how you should go about it. So it is actually going to be worth everything that you are paying for. As you are paying that money, it's a very small fee, and we are charging it just because I'm not charging it because of the fact that we just want to charge. We are charging it because now it is easier for people to reach out to us. At least you know that, okay, I want to reach out to the only Nigerian team. I want to speak to them. Anybody can answer you on that call. It can be our onboarding manager. It can be the assistant head of operations. It can be Femike, which is me, myself. Everybody have access. Everybody that is actually experienced in Russia, everything to give you information, have access to give you an information. So there's no wasting of your time. That, is tomorrow Femike will be available. So that is when I'll be jumping on the call. No, it's if our assistant head of operation is ready at that point to talk to you, she will talk to you, onboard you immediately. And the moment you agree that, yes, I'm ready to start this process, everything is fine. I've listened to the clarity sessions. I've listened to the testimonials. I feel like this is a good start. Let me just go and get, all this postponing. I'm tired. Let me just take myself seriously for once. Of course, I've been scammed before. Even me, myself, I've been scammed before. So I know there's no way you can see scam on somebody's head. They know the right time for head, of course. But, that is why we try our best to show you the clients, the testimonials, to also come on this call with you guys so that you guys can ask we can answer your questions and we can be able to give you an opportunity to also ask your questions in our sessions. So after all of this recommendation is done, we will give you a green light or a red light or an amber light. So it is a very detailed session, and I actually want to say a big congratulations. I want everybody to say a big congratulations to us because we had over 100+ clients. I already spoke about that. So a big congratulations to the Onye family. When we introduced this, I was thinking maybe people would not encourage, they will not be encouraged to pay to do these sessions. But trust me, I was proved very wrong because it was as if people were even waiting for this opportunity. Like, why can't I pay? Imagine this guy is getting 3,000 messages. This agency is getting, at a whole, we are getting about 10,000 messages from different people all around the world. Now I'm just supposed to pay this small money to be able to get myself in a first position to talk to them. And the money is even added to my payment at the end of the day. So it's not like I'm losing money. I'm ready. So that is the way we know people that are actually even ready to start. Because out of those 100, another big congratulations to us. More than 90 of them have started our process already. The remaining ones that have not started are the ones that said, okay, they want us to talk to their dad so that to give a final go ahead, or they want us to speak to somebody, or they are going to pay them this weekend. They will do this. They're going to pay them on tomorrow or even today because tomorrow is 31, I guess. So they are going to start. But we have a very big success with it. So it's just a way to know if you are ready, if you are really ready to start this process and you want to start for real, I don't think that money should be a big problem because it's a small money that is already going to be added to your service charge. It's added. It's not It's not a standalone fee. It's not subtracted from your fees. It's just the moment you are paying, as you see from K, or anybody that on board you, Bukola, or it is Emmanuel that on board you, or it's Tayo that on board you. I want to start. Where's the contract? You sign your contract, you pay the remaining balance of what is left, apart from that one that you've already paid. It's as if you started your process already. So that's why we call it pre-process eligibility call. All right. So why us? Why Onye? I'm sure you guys already know the answer. Why is it Onye? Why is it us? So you can choose to either do that or not. So now we have contracts for each client, like I already said. And this is why do we have this contract? Is so that we can move forward with trust, confidence, and full focus on success. So now there's trust, there's confidence, and all of that. So it's a newly applied policy, and we are moving on very fast with it. So if you want to start your process with the On-Air team to travel to Russia, you can send us a DM. Our phone number is, guys, please write this phone number down. I'm going to give you the number of the team, the On-Air travel team that you're going to be working with. You're going to be contacted by the customer support so that they will be able to guide you through how you can make this call with us. So you send them your documents, they will send it to the group. We'll send it to the universities that are here. The database, it's not like we're sending directly to the university because your process have not started, but our database that we have here that can help you to check eligibilities. So we'll check it. When our experts check it and they get back to us, like, okay, this guy is eligible and all of that, we will schedule the call with you. Okay? And there are some people, your age might be a problem or your own document is a problem. We will let you know before you jump on the call. See, this is what we find. We find that you are this, you are this. But if you want to still jump on that call with us and still find a way around it, because there's always a way. There's always a way. That's the truth. If you know what I'm talking about. But some people, they are fitted, they are eligible than some other people. But it does not mean that, okay, so for example, somebody was telling me that he's 1975. Can he come to Russia? That year, I told him no. That was last year. Guess who is in Russia? He's in Russia. He's doing well. I've posted this guy before on our group before I lost my my former WhatsApp number. I posted him. I posted his story. I posted Mrs. Comfort too in St. Petersburg, 1980 something, 1982 or 1981. And all these people, we told them from the beginning that we are not sure. Because they are 1980 something. It's not like the younger generation, 1985, 1986, 1987, upward like that. They're still in the younger generation. But all those people, 1970, 70 something, what are you looking for in Russia? They will even look at it that, this one just want to jackpot. You have a family at home. It means you just want to stress us. So, but we still found a way around it because we can reach out to some universities. All we need to do is that we have to have a guarantor here. When we have the guarantor will stand for you, for that student, and they'll be able to take this. So the only thing is just that their applications might be longer, one, because we are looking for different schools. Not every school we accept. Number two, the money might be higher because now you are older. They believe that you have more problems that they need to fix out, so they have to collect anyhow. So you guys get the point. So don't be discouraged. Don't let that one discourage you, but still reach out with your document. We're going to let you know this is you and this is how we can eligibly this is what you are eligible for rather, and this is how you can be fitted for our eligibility calls. So if you want to start your process with the On-Air team, this is the number that you should reach out to. Please, I would like you guys to write the number down. I'm going to call it on this call. So the number is, I'm coming, guys. So the number is +234 70 34 37 35 55. So let me write it down here now. Plus, this is the number of the support system that will support you in onboarding you. They'll bring you on board so you don't have any issues at all. So I'm going to write it down now. I've already called it because there are some people that are going to download the video on YouTube, so they will watch it. So they will be able to hear it for the visual part, before the audio part. And now this is for the visual part. So this is the number of our official support system, which is our customer support. You would get every information that you are looking for from this person. All right, so that is it about the call. That is all about the pre-process eligibility consultation call. So guys, what did we discuss today? Is Russia still a good option for international students in 2026? If you feel like Russia is a good option for students in 2026, please drop some reactions. If you feel like Russia is still a good option for you, drop some reactions, please. Drop some reactions. Just so give us that encouragement. Okay, I see Mr. Olawale, I see Kelechi, I see Nzube, I see Godfrey, I see Da Prince, I see Oyeleke, I see Samuel, I see Alabi, I see and for Samuel, please reach out to me. Samuel Gumbiadi, reach out to me immediately after this call so that we can have a one-on-one discussion together on our next way forward. I see Okoye Kennedy, I see everybody. So guys, I know that you guys, I'm so proud of you guys for coming to this call and joining for like almost 2 hours. You guys also have something that you're supposed to be doing. Of course, you have your jobs and everything. Of course, I also have my own job. Like you heard Dean talk about it. I'm actually a very busy person too, and I know that you guys are also very busy. But you still took your time. It shows that you guys really want something from this. So join our pre-process eligibility call. It's not a big fee at all. It's a very small fee, and it is a fee that is already added to your service charge immediately you start your process. So it's going to be added. It's not a standalone fee. It's not a fee that is taken away from anything. All right. So thank you very much for joining us in this call. And in Jesus' name, in the mighty name of Jesus, Lord, we thank you for this call. May the Lord be with everybody here. In Jesus' mighty name, we have prayed. Amen. God bless everybody. Bye-bye, guys. See you in the next one. Paka, guys. That's Vidania, guys.